All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Darkest Hour. Tonight is episode 38, featuring Katie. Let's say hello to the gang. I can remember the hotkey. There it is.
You watched that thing?
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. Hey. We're talking about, so you know the hardcore WoW servers going on right now, Solo, right?
Yeah.
There recently was a 1v1, it was a dueling tournament where you brought your hardcore WoW character and the winner got like $100,000, right?
50K.
50K.
You duel to the death.
Damn, yeah. 50,000 cash. That's okay.
Yeah,
that's insane.
For top place, yeah.
Yeah, I saw Zaryu and Esfin doing it, right?
Yeah.
Who won? How'd it go?
Snuts won it on Warlock.
A Warlock. Wow, I figured a mage would. Interesting.
Or Rogue, maybe.
How bad did Warriors and Rogues get fucked up? Bad?
Rogues got a terrible matchup, but yeah.
Yeah.
I feel bad for any Warriors.
Don't really last in duels.
No, against Mage and Warlock. Yeah.
That's the problem with Classic WoW, right? If you want to do a Classic WoW tournament, it's very matchup dependent. So however they did the brackets, sometimes, it just really fell your way. Because I mean, if you're a fucking Ice Mage versus a Warrior, like that happened at all in the tournament?
Of course.
Like a oh my!
Bound to happen.
Well, anyway.
Bodied. Sorry.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad WoW players are able to make that kind of esports cash. That's awesome. Donnie, Jay, good to see you guys as usual. Katie, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Happy to be here. Thank you for the invite.
Of course. I think this is actually great timing to have you on with the weird announcement that we got in the official Dark and Darker Discord about teaming, because you absolutely destroy the Goblin Caves pretty much as any class you want. I mean, Wizard, Bard, Warlock, your rogue hunting as a wizard is always awesome back in the day. Right off the bat, what did you think about that announcement?
Oh man.
How insane is that? It's kind of crazy, right?
I think our devs are very Korean. And sometimes they try to say things, but it just doesn't come out the right way. I mean, I understood what they were trying to get at. They're trying to get that teaming out of the Q sniping, the Q snipe teaming, to clarify.
Right.
Try to get rid of that. And I totally understand. But man, when I first read that announcement, I was a little concerned. I was a little tiny bit of concern.
I facepalmed. I
started teaming more. Really test the limits.
Wow. That's hilarious.
I think some proofreading, maybe hiring someone who speaks English a little better. I mean, they speak fine English in interviews. I just think when they write things down, sometimes they get a little too literal with it. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the intimacy dev Q&A message thing.
Intimacy.
I was like, oh, the sex update's on the way. Oh, man.
Yeah, that was...
ERP in the dungeon.
Yeah, some really good RP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Iron Mace is making the mistake that I've seen other indie devs make in the past, and that is listening to vocal minorities and bending the knee to people crying and changing decisions they've made on the fly, knee-jerk reactions. It's not good. They should just stop looking at Reddit, stop reading their own Discord, and just cook, as the kids say. Let them cook. Just do their shit. Just make your game. Don't listen to anyone. Don't listen to us bitch right now about it. Don't listen to us either. Just make your game.
That's what we should do. If we ever get Terrence on the podcast or anything, guys, the first thing we should say, we shouldn't even say hi. We'd be like, hey, dude, why aren't you cooking? Come on. Get back to cooking.
Yeah.
All the boys want you to cook, T. Come on, Big T. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it very awkward.
So I haven't been able to play much this past week. I think the hotfix number 18 landed on the 26th of October. I have not had a lot of time to play. Jay, you've been trucking along as per usual. How is the hotfix feeling?
It's slower. It's just like a noticeable amount. Other than that, it's fine. I don't really hate it or anything.
In what ways? Can you elaborate?
You just do less damage and stuff, so PvE slower and fights are longer, and you know, can't just like speed run the dungeon as much anymore unless you're playing buff ball, because nothing ever changes. But
buff ball is better than ever now, right? Because you can juice up a barbarian or a fighter with a cleric and a bard, and you don't really have to worry as much, or even actually a cleric.
I see a lot of people doing cleric.
Yeah, just cleric. Yeah,
a lot of people are just buff balling the cleric, and the cleric goes in with smite.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
good.
insane.
They have really good base damage. So
yeah.
And magic damage might as well be true damage at a certain point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think that brings up a good point, right? Is like they can adjust balance all they want, but players are going to find a meta. Whether that meta is, you know, being a bard with a lute and beating people over the head with it, they're going to find it, and you know, you just got to be kind of okay with it. And it just depends on how they want to attack that. Do they want to like switch it up every couple of months, or they just want there to be like a flat meta eventually? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously things are going to change when all the classes are in the game, and there's a lot more options for the players. And hopefully, we'll see talent trees change, the idea, the concept behind them change, which will obviously open up a lot of customization, which will change the meta as well. But we'll see. Okay, so time to kill increased. PvE is a little slower. Is now the time to introduce more PvE related stats? Extra damage to undead, extra damage to demons, shit like that, so that you can progress through the game faster, but not decrease time to kill for players.
We'll have to see tomorrow when the hotfix comes out, because they said that they were done testing the loot this go around. So I'm sure it's going to go back up a little bit.
I mean, I'm neutral on it personally. We'll see. I think it's a good idea. I have thought in the past that it's a good idea, but I just don't know. I just got to see what their decisions are.
The point of interest having like worthwhile loot was really nice. Like there's like paths in the Goblin Caves, for example, that you're mostly going to meet people on, but that kind of got put on its head when the golden chests were worth something. You know, people would go out of their way to go and find them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I do think that's like the biggest one, right? The loot is a lot less exciting this go around. A lot of people have been saying.
It really is. I agree. I mean, I've played a little bit, and yeah, I'm still loving the game. It's still my favorite game. I'm having fun, but it definitely feels a little different. What can I say?
I like the slower fights.
That part's awesome.
Yeah. The perks, though, you know, like a lot of things don't get adjusted to go with the gear, and some things are only viable because of the gear. You know, even barely so.
Can you give us some examples on that?
Life Drain Hydra was really dependent on additional damage. And
it
was kind of a weird thing you could do. You could kind of forego with enough. You could forego the M heal stat, that dead stat essentially, and it felt really nice. So it's kind of gone. Or physical healing. Ale Bard is also like you just can't really get enough physical healing now. You know, so it's gonna all those nerfs beforehand. They kind of seem a little heavy-handed given the gear restrictions. So hopefully they said something about the perks rebalancing on the top fix, so maybe that stuff will get adjusted.
Yeah, that's like the story of Rogue, right? They got turbo nerf based off like super high stats, and then they took out the stats, and now Rogue is just like 5x nerfed. You know what I mean?
They're just pickpocket machines. Yeah.
I don't know. Gold farmers.
Yeah.
I think Rogue's still fine, but it's just temporary test. It's really just a lull for a week for Rogue mains, which is 70% of the player base. But yeah.
I love how in your chat, Jay, Texas Crossfire said, yeah, slower fights, 2 taps with loot. Okay, we didn't have the podcast going. We talked about this. Please explain your bard build, because it's fucking really strong.
So basically, what we do is we take the loot and we take reinforced instruments, and when you have a purple one, it does about 80 damage. So you just get a little physical, and you really don't have to even try that hard to get it doing a lot, but you can do about 90 damage. And then you take Lament of Linguistics, or whatever the hell it's called, for the negative 20. Yeah, it's huge AoE, near instant cast with just a bit of agility and minus 20 movement speed. You are immediately over everyone, plus 30 almost. Just 3 all stats plus the rhymes, the 2 speed buffs you put on yourself. Like, you're faster than anyone, even when they hit sprint. Like, they can't catch you.
Damn.
And the loot, and the higher grade loots have less movement speed penalty. So instead of negative 15, like at a gray, a purple is only negative 12. If you get a good purple, it gives you move speed to hold it. It's incredible.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: are you winning like 1v1s against melee classes?
Yeah, if it's a proper 1v1 and I don't get flanked or anything by a different class, most of the time, like, they can't touch me. You bring a crossbow, a survival bow, loot's the main weapon. Most people don't even expect the loot to do damage. So, like, you soften them up with the bow, you got the loot in your hand. They're like, okay, I'm gonna pull my fists out. I'm gonna punch this person. You hit them with the loot and just,
That's amazing.
It's crazy.
That's so wild. Cool. Bard is a sleeper, man. I'm telling you, they're fucking crazy. So it is good. It is strong. Yeah, it's strong. So I had the list of the hotfix 18 changes here. We could just run them down real quick if you guys want. That sound all right?
There was the one that we're in, right?
Yeah, the one we're in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And obviously we're gonna get a hotfix tomorrow, which is cool. We'll see what that's all about. But there was a couple of unlisted changes. They nerfed 1-slot treasure gold value prices, and they buffed the bigger ones. Did you guys notice that?
What?
Yeah, so the single slot treasures are shittier now.
White Bangle is like 3 gold, I'm pretty sure, right? Which is the old cracked amount.
Yeah, they nerfed that without saying anything. Okay.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
And on Ruins, they increased escape portals by 2 from 8 to 10. Are you guys playing Ruins at all?
Not a lot, no.
Tiny bit.
It's okay.
That is good though. They need more blues on Ruins for sure.
I'll be honest with you. The lack of content has gotten a little stale for me, and really, I'm having a hard time finding people to play with. And a lot of times, I'll just hop on Goblin Caves and just shoot the shit for like an hour, and I'm like, all right, I'm good, and hop off. That's been my Dark and Darker experience for like the last 3 weeks.
How very casual of you, Donnie.
It's a fun time because you can talk shit in the Gabo Caves. It echoes a little bit. It's funny, people talk. I feel like VoIP, people use more VoIP nowadays. I feel like that's a good, like I've been getting that recently, but
it's nice.
It's fun. Yeah, VoIP is fun, but people are nervous about getting banned now. But they obviously walked back. So we talked about the teaming shit, the announcement. They did walk it back a little bit, like a couple days later, right? Or a day later, something like that. And really, it's focusing on RM tiers and shit like that. Let's be real here.
US West High Roller Crips.
Yep. Oh, that's where the RMT gang is?
Dude, that's where the Beijing's finest resides. Okay, it's crazy.
You ever been gangbanged by 9 Chinese dudes?
The Shanghai Slayers. Shanghai Slayers.
I have.
The Shanghai Slayers, man. Yeah.
Cue some
I've told the story before.
Room.
Did you ever play H1Z1, Katie?
Not a lot, no.
Did you ever hear about the Red Shirt Army in H1Z1 back in the day?
No.
Dude, so there would be these massive groups of Chinese players on like NA servers that would just, if you wore a red shirt, they knew you were Chinese, and you would just join the mob and just destroy everybody in the battle royale. And they'd be like, and they'd be like speaking Chinese, and there's like some great YouTube videos where dudes like sneak into the Red Shirt Army, and it's fantastic. But it's like 30 guys in a battle royale just running.
It would be like 10 dudes swarming one player. Like the player has a gun, and like the 10 or 11, 12 Chinese players would just be using fists. And it was like The Walking Dead. They just swarm. Like the player would shoot 9 of them, but then the last 3 would get them, kind of a thing.
Did you guys play Atlas?
No, I didn't.
I didn't play Atlas.
Same thing, Atlas pirate game with hexes. A lot of people, and all these English people would group up and do these big groups. But you'd hear like people would show up to your island like on a raft. And you have to explain to them like, you can't be here. Like, we got all this claim. But they'd be like, no, you don't understand. The Chinese, they're getting closer. They're in X4. Like, they're 2 X's away. They're coming. So like there were these giant fucking conflicts because of this roaming, just 100-man crew of Chinese people surfing these. You jump the hexes and such. It's crazy.
I respect their camaraderie, to be honest.
That's amazing.
I respect it.
It's like being a medieval peasant back in the day, and you're being told the Mongolians are coming like across the steeps. Like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. These people are fucking great.
It was something else, like the ecosystem, like having someone show up on their boat. That's all they have. They've lost it all to the fucking Chinese, and they're telling you they're coming. They're in X4. They're getting closer. It was beautiful. It was just beautiful.
Amazing.
Oh man, that's good.
Atlas was a meme on launch. Those official servers.
Yeah, I heard it was really bad on launch, right? Like
terrible. Oh, horrible. Yeah. Oh, unplayable.
I heard from my old coworker he would like love the game. He's trying to get me to play it.
Waited 16 hours.
It was the Arc devs, right? Arc devs?
Yeah.
Okay. Some of the general changes. Fixed location escape down portals added to the crypts for testing. It is made so I don't even go into goblin caves. I've been soloing on my fighter in crypts, and I rat around, and as soon as I see one of those static blues pop up, I just dip out. It's been great. You can pretty much.
I'm a fan of them.
Yeah, I think it's cool, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but with the reds, as many people that want to go into the portal as possible can, right? You can have 6, 7, 8, 9 people run through a red.
I'm sure you can have the whole lobby go. Yeah, because 12 spawn. That's and crazy. Then 3 can take the static, so it's 15 right there.
I haven't explored them that much yet. This sounds nice.
With the static portals? Yeah, they are nice. I learned a few spots, so like when it gets like real late in the match and I can't find one, I just beeline to one of the spots I know. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good option.
It's like Goblin Cave stairs, yeah. It's pretty cool.
For game knowledge, I think that feels good.
It definitely opens up solo playing crypts. It helps the rats a little bit more. And it's really funny because I've noticed way more solo rats in crypts. Like if you hear a trio fighting, you just beeline it the other way. You run through a room, you skip the mobs, close the door behind you, and you're pretty much safe. And then you'll see like some lone ranger or rogue on the other side of the room crouching at you like, just please don't make any noise. There's a trio behind me too. Let's just go our separate ways. It's not teaming, I swear, don't ban me. But yeah, it's pretty hilarious. There's way more rats now.
Do we know anybody that's caught a teaming ban? Like, has any streamer gotten to before yet?
No.
Yeah.
Like we said, like they were a little hasty with the announcement. What they really meant was they're trying to crack down on certain types of teaming, rather. So
yeah.
They're very Korean. Our devs are very Korean.
They're a little too nice. They're like a little too respectful. They kind of, get out there and swing your dick a little bit. Like let us know how it is. Tell us what's going on.
Jay got excited there. Inferno playtime has been increased by 2 minutes. That's actually kind of great.
Yeah, I love this change. Amazing.
Yeah.
Is the circle closing faster or same speed?
No, it waits.
Yeah.
Same.
From my experience, I think it usually waits with a solid 2 minutes. It's nice.
Good. Do you guys remember when they sped up the circle and it was a nightmare? It sucked so fucking bad. Okay, I'm glad they didn't
kill
speed
one skeleton and then you're like 4 miles deep into the swarm and
can't loot anything. Yeah, that sucked.
I remember.
Additional.
If anything, I'd be okay with the circle being slower, even more than it is right now.
Same. Yeah, same.
I like spending my time and like I don't know. I feel like the more time you get, the more strategy you can do. Because like right now, it kind of feels like you got to keep moving, and that's fun. But I'd like to maybe try it a little different. I don't know, but
no, I feel like the game is long right now. Honestly,
is
a little too long?
It just feels so slow now. All of a sudden, I don't know if it's just because I'm super used to it or what, but it feels a lot slower than it has been in the past.
Do you like that change, or you? I've enjoyed it as a very casual player.
I just, for like 4 minutes a match, I'm running in a circle, punching the air. I feel like right now.
Oh.
Okay. Should they make maps bigger?
Yeah.
Or then, yeah.
It should. Yeah. It feels like everything from the original crypts, like all the new maps, Goblin Caves, and even the ruins and such. So it's all very kind of feels small in a way. I mean, I know Ruins it's like a 5x5 or something, but it really doesn't feel that way. It's a box. It's square. So when the circle map comes in, like the first 2 minutes, what % of the map is unplayable at that point? Like for like a 3v3 fight, you know what I mean? Like those corner modules are done. Like you're not going to one of those. I don't know. It's I'd like to see bigger maps.
I think they should up the player count per lobby again.
Back to 18?
At least 9. Yeah, Goblin Caves is like super empty. Yeah, especially with all the extracts.
I think that's 6 teams. Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
I've been playing a little bit of Caves lately, and it honestly feels like a PvE map.
I actually agree.
Is everybody? It's crazy empty in there.
Wait, why you gotta call me out like that? Why you gotta call me? That's my favorite map.
Hey man, nothing wrong with that.
No, Jay's right though. Like I go into Goblin Caves wanting to PvP, and sometimes I just don't see anyone. The kill feed, I look over, there's 4 or 5 people dead in the first 3 minutes, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm just playing a PvE match. That's it.
The problem I have in Goblin Caves is I get the gear fear, and so I'm too friendly. Like I'll just be like, oh hey, what's up, guy? I'll be wearing all like blues, you know, just thicked out for a normal. And then I'll just be like crouching, like, oh no, it's cool, man, it's cool. It's like some naked guy. I'm like, I could just smoke him without even like the slightest worry. But I'm just like, hey, what's up? I'm mining over here. Just leave me be, all right? Just chill. You know, no reason. I don't know.
Part of the union, man. Part of the union.
Yeah, you do the squat. Did I ever tell you?
Oh, it's funny.
I was in the Goblin Caves one time. This wizard did me so dirty. So he opens the door. We look at each other. I'm mining. I stop him like, yo, what's up? Like we stance each other off, and then he hits me with the crouch. I'm like, okay, we're cool. And then so I go back to mining, and you know, like the chink, chink, chink is pretty loud. And then all of a sudden, I just hear. I hit my keyboard.
He's gone.
I hear.
Wizard got him again.
What just happened?
Floppy noises. I hit the mute button on my keyboard.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I hear floppy feet, and I just look around like, what the fuck? And then I just start getting stabbed in the face from Invis. I'm like, oh no, like I'm dying. And then I got done so dirty, dude.
Were you in all blues? All blues?
No, I was mining. I was just doing like whatever. This was like 2 months ago, or this was a while ago. But
that is how it
game first came out.
Yeah, he did me dirty, dude. And I respect it. It's a smart move.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
That's the risk of teaming. Organic teaming.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not. I'm actually planning with everyone in my Goblin Caves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm always friendly in the caves until someone says gifted sub, kill him. No hesitation.
I was friendly in Ruins the other day. I was playing, was it with you, Donnie? Or I was playing with, I think, my buddy Crazed.
I don't think
and we were gold mining. And this other duo comes up, and they just finished off another duo. They come up, they're healing up. And we run up, and they're like, hey, we're friendly, it's cool. Are you guys mining? And we're like, no, someone already took it. They're like, oh, okay, no problem. And they were friendly. We were like standing right next to each other talking. And one guy went through a door, and I started following him through the door, and his buddy was right behind me, and they trapped me in the fucking door. And the rogue used Cutthroat on me. I was playing my Warlock. I could not phantomize. They trapped me in the door and killed me. Those bastards. Dirty.
That's brutal.
Dirty. And then as I was dying and they quickly looted me, the last thing in VoIP I heard was, I knew he had the gold. And then his mic cut. Fucking cunts. God damn it. They knew. They knew I was lying. Stream snipers.
Pickaxe it, you're a hot target.
I knew he had the gold, dude. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, my biggest shit talk moment that I have recently is like whenever you try to do the friend thing, you're like, yeah, we're cool. And they want to fight you anyways. And then, you know, you kill them and you know they're spectating. You're like, dude, you're so dumb for trying to fight me, nerd. And you're just going through their stuff. Like, you're like, I like your pants. Like, I'm mean, but yeah.
Oh, dark and darker. Another point here is additional stash space can be rented. This feature is temporary. Have you guys unlocked additional stash space yet? And are you happy that you bought extra accounts for mules?
I have. And I am.
Good, good. Okay.
How do they feel about it? Have they made a statement about mules?
No, they probably like the fact. Of course they don't care. People are buying extra accounts. The $35 game is now $70. Yeah. That's great.
Can you actually play your alt account, Katie?
I will use it more, yeah. Like when we have like a wipe that isn't announced ahead of time, and like I can, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to go and mess with it right now. I got the stash space increase. It's good enough for the moment. The mule's only really useful when, like, you know, it's 3 weeks into wipe and everybody's rich.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't regret it though.
Yeah, I've used my mule more for playing than I have for actually swapping stuff.
Oh, that's wild.
A little ass backwards.
It says that the feature is temporary. I'm assuming, and I'm sure everyone probably agrees, that this is because hopefully in a couple of weeks they're going to drop questing, and maybe one of those quest rewards is extra space in the stash. What's the guess?
Seems like that'd be why they'd wipe experience too, you know? They'd tie it all to quests, and so I assume
how do y'all feel about them doing only the loot wipes? Like
only what?
I think they do experience wipes too.
Yeah, well, no. I want an experience wipe. Like the recent like loot wipes they've done. I've just been like why? Like just put me back to 0.
I think it's because there's no point, because there's no progression regarding it. You know what I mean? There's no quest or anything. I think they know they're gonna get quests in. They know that's gonna change the experience. You know, so I think that's kind of the reason. But no, I agree with you.
I mean, they did state that this coming up content patch drop will completely wipe everything, including Triumph as well.
Okay. Do we have a date on that yet, or it's just TBD?
I mean,
November.
Yeah, I'm guessing Thursday, November 16th, just randomly. That's just my guess without any info. Remember when we constantly would guess when early access would come out, and we just randomly say fucking dates? People would make YouTube videos about it and get roasted. Well, you know what? Let's keep doing that. My guess, Thursday, November 16th. But who fucking knows? I don't know.
Yeah, I heard it was the 16th.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I heard it was a random guess in quotations.
I have a guy told me explicitly.
Yep.
T-Park.
Apparently, Jonah said SDF said November 11th.
Really?
Allegedly.
No.
I doubt it, though. Yeah, I do doubt it.
When's the 11th? Let's see what day of the week that is. That's a Saturday. I don't know. That. Yeah, that would be Sunday for Korea. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, sooner the better, sure, but my guess is 15th or 16th.
I'm going to say they're going to drop it on a Monday or a Tuesday for us. So that way it's Tuesday, Wednesday for them. So that way they have Monday to come in, check everything, and then Tuesday or Wednesday to drop it. That's my guess.
Well, let's hold the thought on the content patch. I'm sure there's plenty to talk about there. Let's finish this. Alchemist and Surgeon no longer sell out of health potions and bandages. Good.
Amazing change.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And great weapons to vendors, and we're cooking.
Yes. Agreed. Let's see here. The crystal ball is now sold by the fortune teller. Makes sense to me.
That's weird.
Why? That makes sense. It's a fortune teller.
I guess.
There's a crystal ball in the art. It makes sense.
Oh.
There you go. See, we got a sleuth here.
She literally has one.
Oh.
True and real. You can
now. You can only buy one. She's like, why?
Actually, the image updates when you buy it, and she doesn't have a ball anymore. Yeah.
She just looks sad.
She's pondering, man.
She just hands are just floating. You can now sell coin purses and coin bags to merchants. Man,
thank God.
Going into trade and seeing "I will buy your gold purse" services was insane. That was wild, and it sucked. You guys ever see that in trade?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was paying people 50 gold to take my gold bags.
Yeah, me too. I'm sure Lord Collector cornered the market in like an hour. Yeah. Let's see here. Item rarity is now displayed in item information panels. I think that's cool. Sure.
Yeah, all right.
Little minor quality of life change. That's fine. Items. Random modifiers for items have been changed. And certain item modifiers not only appear on certain parts, and certain item modifiers do not appear together. Have you guys noticed that quite a bit? Like across the board? Less weapon damage stuff and shit like that?
Yeah, it's way less.
Oh, what do we have here, Jay? What did you link me?
This is just for after. It's some new stuff SDF was saying.
What is this? Is like stuff they want to do after the next update?
We'll look at it later. That's fine. Yep, good call. Yeah, so I mean, we were talking about this earlier. Time to kills increase. The game feels a little bit slower, and it's due to these modifier and stat changes. I know, Jay, you were saying like it feels slightly bad in your opinion that the game is a little bit slower, but overall, do you think it's healthier for the game? I mean, from like a super top level, Katie, you're a top level player as well. Would you say that overall you're feeling positive about these modifier changes and some not appearing at all together, some only appearing on certain parts? Do you think it's a good thing, bad thing, neutral, don't give a fuck? What do you think?
You got it, Katie.
I think it's the right direction. It is. And the fact that they're saying that they're going to put a hotfix out and they're going to address like unused perks and skills tells me everything else I need to know. It's, if they balance around, they got to balance around the gear, right? Like they made a ton of changes, when we had crazy gear. And those changes at the time made sense, but now, like in hindsight, now that the gear is so nerfed, like do we need those nerfs still apply to those characters? Probably not. So if they go back and touch up on that work, then I think it's going to be good. Longer fights are better. I think it's more fun.
Yeah,
I agree. As someone that's not like a 2-zap, hotshot, leaderboard chaser, wizard like Jay. And I like my slowed down fights as old Somer over here. I think it feels better.
Yeah.
I mean, Jay, you were saying you don't like the slowdown a little bit, like.
I just don't like the pace of the game being so slow. The longer fights are cool.
Oh, okay.
Really
okay. I see.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Probably,
that's fair.
It's probably better for most people, but I think they could up it just a little bit more. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Bandages and potions stacked up to 3 in the inventory and stash. Good.
I think that's one of those nerfs. Those previous nerfs that don't really make any sense. Great change.
Yeah. Most craftable items, reagents, and whatnot now stack in the inventory and stash. Good. That was pretty annoying. Not being able to like stack grave essence and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Coin bag capacity increased from 500 to 1,000, and coin chest capacity increased from 3,000 to 10,000 gold coins. I have never had a bag or a chest, so I don't even know what it feels like to enjoy that change. Have you?
I'm pretty sure only like 0.001% of the games ever gonna have the chest.
Yeah. Is it too rare? I feel like it is. It's a little too rare.
People say it's 1 in 18k or 1 in 180,000. I don't know.
I
I believe it's
old.
1 in 18k. 10,000.
Oh, well.
Wow.
More items to seek for are good, but yeah, it is excessively rare.
Yeah.
I get the chest being rare, but the bags, I mean, do they really got to be that hard to craft and get?
Like a 2% troll rate drop. It's pretty terrible.
That sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Feels
don't
really
know about
bad.
troll pelts.
I watched one YouTube video from a short guy. It was like, how to kill the troll on any character. Give it 3 good tries. I was like, I'm going to stay out of here. Stay out of the troll room. It's not for me.
Did you ever kill it?
Not with a fighter. I didn't. I think I could do it with a rogue. I mean, the guy did it with a rogue, but he's like, this works with any class. And I don't know. I mean, obviously, I think I could do it with.
Man.
You think longsword work on it?
Yeah. Oh, I've done it. Yeah, you parry him.
Oh, okay.
Isn't the easiest just Hellfire Warlock? Just
yeah, that's what I was
Hellfire?
thinking.
Yeah, probably.
I think that's the easiest for sure. Couple of
The most
curses,
messed up
Hellfire.
part is you start killing the troll, and then every time you go to leave, you just get ganked.
That's why you got to run Phantomize. As soon as the door opens, you Phantomize and fucking
Flame
sprint out of there. Or
hit the
flame walk.
Phantomize, yeah.
Exactly. Right to a blue. Yep. Exactly.
Definitely the way forward.
Let's see here. Added equip time for crossbows. As a crossbow user on my fighter, I don't notice shit. I don't notice any sort of change.
Yeah.
I noticed it. It's from the inventory. It's when you right click for the hot swap.
Very
noticeable.
I
as far as like putting it on your belt. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so they didn't like people like having
carrying
crossbows.
four
in.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And it's more than the crossbow. It's the hand crossbow too.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, that's why I didn't
too.
realize. Okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
It
Okay.
takes like
That's filthy.
like 2-3 seconds to swap, right? Some crazy number.
I think it depends
Took
on
a
action
while.
speed.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
perfectly fine. I mean, that's the
Well.
that's somebody playing the game not as intended. I don't mind.
I think it should be all
Yeah.
weapons. Yeah, I don't mind it.
You know, the worst change they've ever done though came with this patch, where you can't like move your character like belt slots and your weapon slots in the main menu.
Wait, what do you mean?
You guys dealt
I know
with that?
exactly what you're talking about. I hate
It's
it.
awful.
Especially
have,
as
like,
hard.
Yeah, I bet.
Every time I die, I got to reorganize, and it is horrible.
So if like all 6 of your belt slots are full and you try and move one to another, you can't. You have to drag it out, put it in your bag, and then swap it, and it's so annoying.
Yeah, it's that
drives
sucks.
me nuts.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
I
about.
think
now.
it's just a bug or something. Though.
Yeah.
And you can't buy stacks of 15 bolts right now either. You have to buy the 5s. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah,
That's
Really?
just a little
It's a little
bug.
weird.
Shit happens. Arrows now stack up to 20. Fuck you, Rangers. Just kidding.
Nice.
Just kidding.
Whatever.
Just kidding.
Do they need that buff?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
I'll defer.
it was horrible, man. 90% of my inventory is arrows, some raids, and I would literally be like, all right, you know what? There's some treasure on this body. I just killed a man. He's got a ton of treasure. I'm going to drop 2 stacks. All right. There goes 30 gold. I get those treasure items. I get out of raid. They sell for 20. And I'm like, okay. I did not even break even on, like, I lost money dropping arrows. That's crazy.
That is not
Yeah.
okay. That actually sucks ass.
Mm.
I mean, okay. So if you could make this change, would you? back to unlimited ammo, just back to reloading for Ranger, like the previous playtests of old. No?
Definitely not.
Okay.
Hell no.
Add a quiver that replaces the cape slot.
Or not even that. You know how you can have an offhand, like you have a Viking sword and a fucking lantern? Just put the quiver in the offhand slot for the bow.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're fucking with my Ranger swag. I gotta have my clip.
Just put it there. Put the quiver next to the bow.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, and I think, and I've said this before, if you have a gray quiver, it can only hold 15 arrows. A green one holds, 25. A blue holds 30. A unique one holds 50, something like that. But it shouldn't have a shitload of stats. Maybe just a couple stats max. You don't want...
like maybe no stats.
Or no stats. Sure, maybe no stats.
They gain a whole gear. You have to think they gain a whole gear slot then. If they have stats.
If it's not going to replace the cape, don't give it stats. Yeah.
You mean like base stats or rolls?
Like rolls on it.
Yeah.
Like a lantern has.
Rolls. It should definitely have rolls. I feel like
maybe
no base
maybe
stats
one
like
max.
Or anything. No base like armor or agility or anything like that. No.
I could see like action speed or something like that could make sense.
Yeah, maybe something to help you like reload.
Yeah, like I mean, it should still give you something for putting it on. I think so. It's exciting to find them, but I agree with like the baseline stats. Probably shouldn't give armor and like or agility or strength or anything.
I mean, I guess fighters get shields with stats, so
yeah. I mean, the meta right now for Slayer and Barb is a one-handed weapon with a lantern. I just find that so silly. Walking in with your cute little blue lantern that has +2 fucking weapon damage on it with your Viking sword, just so silly to me. I can't stand it. I don't know. I just think it's weird. My mighty lantern that makes my sword stronger, by the way. I don't know, just so
yeah.
It's just weird. It's weird,
dude.
It's a fucking light source, dude. I don't know. It's weird.
It's dark and darker in some rooms. Okay, you gotta light it up.
You got me there, brother. You got me there.
Dark.
Okay, you got.
You guys ever want like a bright map at all? Anybody here?
I want an elvish forest at dawn. Sun's fucking coming up. It's decently lit. There is elvish NPCs to fight that are trying to stop the invaders crouching on their land, and you're fighting like forest nymphs and stuff like that. That'd be awesome.
Are they good-looking people, just all around?
I mean, you've seen the elf skins in game. I could just use those.
All female elves.
Sure.
Sign me up.
You love the female bard.
Who doesn't?
Female bard is best.
She's very pretty. It's a very pretty skin.
No, but you get the mustache on the regular bard, right?
Huh?
Am I thinking? What? No, I'm thinking of the fighter chops.
Get the J mustache, the pick, right? Like the pick.
What are you talking about?
The regular bard has facial hair.
Yeah, he's got like the little,
They didn't model it after me. God damn it.
It's J. It's basically J.
Yeah.
I don't know if people will agree or even know about this act, but do you guys know Aphex Twin? The musician Aphex Twin? No. The male bard face kind of reminds me of Aphex Twin. Do yourself a favor, watch the music video Window Licker later. Or Come to Daddy.
What?
Aphex Twin. Aphex Twin? Chat, does anyone know?
Nope.
I'm seeing your chat right now. Some people know. These are songs, you weirdos.
One guy, dude. Two now.
See, people know.
All right, multiple people.
So, Aphex Twin, the way that dude looks, it just reminds me of the male bard's face, and it's unsettling because those music videos are fucked up. Really fucked up.
Brought this up
Check them out. Yeah. Eat an edible. Turn the lights off. Just watch a music video. You'll never feel more freaked out from a music video ever. Trust me. But anyway, the damage of crossbow and longbow has been reduced.
Don't even notice it.
Yeah, I know, right?
Same.
It's pretty fucking strong. Loot drops have been rebalanced. There will now be less loot drops overall. It's kind of lame. I like seeing loot.
Feels terrible.
Yeah, I like seeing loot.
Yeah.
It's just the POVs. Like, I thought when they did the changes to the loot, the primary problem was that all of the modules were designed with the low loot settings in a sense. There are boxes everywhere. There's 5 boxes in one room sometimes. I'd be fine with good loot and less boxes if it meant that when I opened a chest, it was worth my time. Or if a gold chest was a point of interest for people, like you might get a fight in a module piece that you don't usually see a fight in because they're going for the gold chest. It'd be nice.
Do you feel like Iron Mace is like kind of lax at finding middle ground? Like they seem to swing from extreme to extreme. Like they can't.
I don't think they know there's a middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like they don't know.
All gas, no brakes, man. It's all gas, no brakes.
Well, then they do that, and they're like, "My bad. We'll just put it back." That's essentially their response every time.
After watching Mendo stream, we have decided to change our entire development cycle. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I just don't know if them testing the extremes can let them like shoot for the middle off of that. I don't know how that works. You know what I mean? Like it makes sense to test the far ends, but I'm not sure.
I'd like to see him dial it in a little bit.
I want to hear why I want to hear about the results. Like in the field test, they gave out such detailed statistics. I feel a lot better about all this testing if they just come out and be like, "Well, we looked at the results, and this did not fix the problem that we were looking to fix." Like, just tell us what's
I totally agree with you, Katie. I really liked the data screenshots they shared during the playtest. It was awesome.
Huge.
I wish they would do that again.
Well, I think they might be afraid now, just because like
there's no reason to.
I think
they said something about it earlier.
What do you mean?
They're like, we're gonna try to put it out again. The development stats. I think they said.
But the problem with that is how relevant is that information after you've made all these different balance changes? How like unless they break it up like hotfix per hotfix, like how relevant is like the sum of all that data? I don't really think it's gonna be all that helpful.
It's probably not really relevant to us, but
yeah, I mean they got to be sorting through it, right? Surely they have it cataloged in that way.
Yeah, let's hope so.
I mean, they had a lot of stats. Like they really do have a ton of metrics to work off of. So I mean, I'm sure they're testing something. It just seems archaic when they don't tell us what that is, or like what the results were, or why things are getting reverted.
It was cool to see. Like the percentage of like headshot kills and stuff like that. That was cool.
I mean, we even did an episode the last time they did it in playtest 3 or 4. It was a fun episode. Yeah. Just digging.
Yeah, actually, Iron Mace. We need podcast content, so please bring the stats back.
I just kind of refuse to think that they're stupid. So whatever they're doing, I'm sure they have a really good reason. I would hope.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they even admitted, a couple months back, they were like, "Hey, we're not going to make changes without being data informed anymore." They even admitted that, right? That they need to look at the numbers before they make those changes. So, okay, leaderboards. This doesn't really matter to me much because I'm bad. But Jay, maybe Katie. Katie, did you ever chase the leaderboard?
Yeah, once or twice. Wizard, Goblin Caves.
Okay. The leaderboard will now remain visible until the next season's rankings begin. Good. They should have always had that. Yeah, what?
Pretty sure this leaderboard was the biggest joke of a leaderboard.
Really bad, yeah.
The system they tried to implement was very odd. I didn't understand what they were trying to do there.
I was trying to switch it to KDs and stuff.
They want to make it so averages. Exactly. The averages, so that like if you hop into it late, you still have it. You could still play, still have a chance.
Yeah, but didn't it punish people that kept playing? Like I just heard this from Flo Tag. He's a top ranger in Goblin Caves. I didn't really dig into it much because I'm not good enough to care about the leaderboard. But he was saying that it's punishing to continue playing on the same character over and over again. That he wanted to make alts and just try to get multiple slots in the leaderboard instead of just one character.
Okay, so everyone made alts and they all got fucked because so let's say, okay, so the leaderboard was what? I think it was 12 days or 14 days, right? So people were making alts, they would do 20 games, they'd get like a really good KD, and then they would minus 12 games. They would add 12 losses in. Because each day that went by, right, you'd occur like one loss. So people who try to make alts and send it on the last day and lock in like a good stat got hit with minus 12 games, for example. So it tanked a lot of alt accounts. So you actually should have played your main account more.
Interesting.
So they kind of fucked people. They thought of it though, which is smart.
Yeah.
But it didn't. That's the whole leaderboard. It did incentivize that. That's why everybody did it, and they all got fucked. So.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But
to avoid
boring.
Yeah, it says to avoid potential abuse, all players ranked in the top 100 after the leaderboard ends will receive decay points equal to the length of the leaderboard dates. Players who start the leaderboards from day 1 will not receive any additional decay once the leaderboard is finished. Okay. Here's some fixes. Fix an issue where Arcane Shield could not reactivate. Womp womp. That's not good. Fix an issue where Smoking Pot was malfunctioning. What was the malfunction with Smoke Pot?
I don't know.
Might have been Light Orb.
Yeah.
Light Orb plus Smoke Pot was like a literal flashbang. Like it was crazy. Like the way it illuminated it, and if you were inside of it, you could not see anything.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I wish I saw it.
Screen. You're like the cat gif.
What are you smirking over there, Joe? What are you smirking at?
Smoking Pot.
I was just envisioning it.
I killed a man with it one time. Yeah, there was a rogue sneaking up on me. I heard it. He put the smoke down, tried to hide inside of it. A goblin was coming. He hit invis. The light orb revealed him, and he was in his smoke, and he could not see anything. And I just hear the goblin killing him in the corner. It was amazing.
She said, "I killed a man with it."
With light orb, yeah, it was my best light orb ever.
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious.
I remember how absolutely hard countered I destroyed that man. His smoke pie, it was amazing.
That's hilarious. Fix an issue where smite could be applied twice. Are you fucking kidding?
Oh yes.
Disgusting, dude. Ugh, disgusting. It's already ridiculously strong. Okay, I jumped on my cleric and just ran quarterstaff. Nice, Donnie. Quarterstaff, smite, and just demolished. It was stupid. It was unfair. I don't think I went below 50% health once in like several hours of play. It was ridiculous.
Clerics are pretty crazy right now.
I would go up against other clerics that were using Warmaul or Mace or Morningstar and Shield, and the quarterstaff would just demolish as long as you got right up in their fucking face. Because the quarterstaff, no matter where you hit with the weapon, does 100% of its damage. And the swings, the side swings after the initial head bonk, have a pretty good cleaving arc, right? So you are just demolishing people with the quarterstaff. It was amazing. I was loving it. But it feels really, really strong. I don't know.
I haven't really messed around with it yet.
It's good. Real good. Ungzaba says Rangers can still destroy a cleric. Well, Rangers can destroy anyone, really, if they are good shots, right?
Well, that's PDR. I don't know what you do against PDR if you're a Ranger.
Traps. Traps.
Run?
Good luck with traps.
I guess. Yeah. If they can look down, though,
personally.
There's some serious trouble.
The one class I can't kill. You just gotta leave.
It's just the PDR, yeah. I don't know what I mean, firebomb, but like you need a lot of firebombs.
Yeah.
Molotovs do no damage. Kind of sad.
Yeah.
They scare people
did,
though.
A lot.
They scare people though.
Punishing.
They used to be.
Maybe
really.
They're good against Phantomized Warlocks. That's the best use I've had for them. I carry them on my Warlock because you're already stacking magical power. So like, if they Phantomize on you, since Warlock doesn't have a direct hit, you just throw the bottles at them. I've killed people like that.
Huh.
It's good.
Never thrown them.
Because they go negative on the MR, right? So
right.
It actually does do like 30 damage, 20 damage.
Fix an issue where more additional damage than intended was being applied when calculating magic damage. Players and monsters no longer have extra minus 10% magical damage reduction.
Yep.
So did you notice that right away on your wizard, Jay, after that change? Did you feel slightly nerfed?
So everybody had, you know that. You know what that is, right? So everybody in the game had minus 10% magic resistance. So they were taking 10% more magic damage this whole time. Yeah, people were fucking tanky now. That's what that means. So Wizard got a 10% damage nerf on top of the other stuff. So I think Wizard's still fine.
Oh, it's still strong as hell, yeah. Sorry?
I thought Katie said something.
Oh, sorry, and the intense focus nerf. The stealth nerf on that was rough.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
Targeted at you.
Dude, I had my Akira TV moment.
What happened with intense focus?
They changed it so when you channel is when it consumes and not when you cast. So if you were to channel it up and then let go and not like send it, hit F, it would put it on cooldown now.
Oh.
Huh. Yeah.
Intense focus is pretty dope. Seeing
I feel like
double chain lightning come out.
Nerf.
Yeah,
yeah,
it seems.
I couldn't tell you why they did it.
Yeah, it's
the numbers maybe.
Some data that they're being informed with. I don't know. Other minor bugs have been fixed. Okay. Now for class changes. Blow up corruption's duration after activation has been reduced from 12 to 8 seconds. Probably not a bad change. Blow up corruption is a banger. It's still very good. And the damage has been reduced from 20 to 15. Still strong, I think. I mean, Katie as a warlock.
I don't run it.
You don't run it. There you go. Okay.
I think it's actually kind of noob bait in a sense, because if you take BOC, then like you'll kill the people that let you BOC them. But if they let you BOC them, you could have killed them with something else. You know, like you need Phantom Eyes to escape some rangers sometimes.
I really enjoy Crystal Sword melee only lock. It's very, very satisfying, but it feels very limited. Obviously, it's a one trick, but it is pretty fucking strong.
That range damage, man. I don't like it into situations where there's nothing you can, you know.
Totally. That's why I don't run it that much. It's whenever you're being countered, you're fucked. Like rangers typically fuck you up unless you get a good Phantom Eyes and you can get to them, and then they're pretty much screwed. But if Phantom Eyes is on cooldown or you're in a bad position, you're just gonna get nailed. And then finally, Rangers default arrows increase from 30 to 40. And that's it. Just whatever. That's fine. Okay, so content patch coming in a couple of weeks. Apparently November 16th, according to some dev.
Thursday.
Katie, yeah, it's a Thursday. Katie, what would you like to see drop? What's your dream content patch?
Oh man.
I know, that's a heavy question.
Give me some high roller goblin caves, like hell level. You know,
hell level. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Go to red.
What would that look like? What would Inferno Gobbo caves look like?
Oh man, I don't know if their image is anything to go off of. It's gonna be very big and empty, a lot of walls everywhere. I don't know. It kind of looked like a floating castle. That image. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I didn't see the image. No.
A lot of space. Yeah, it looked like a tower in the middle or something. Kind of blue. I don't know.
Oh, the new map teaser.
Oh, that's the new map teaser. I don't know if that's Goblin Cave Inferno or if that's just a new map in general.
It's supposed to be a new map. They said who showed it? SDF. SDF said it was a teaser for a new map.
Oh, okay.
Well, Katie could be right. That could actually be the Goblin Cave Inferno map, technically.
They've talked about a Goblin Cave Inferno spider boss or something. Didn't they?
Ooh, really?
They talked about giant spider.
Oh shit!
Fit for mommy.
That's actually kind of cool. Okay, all the Goblin Caves enjoyers enjoy that because I'll probably not be experiencing it too much. But
would Hell Caves not be like imps and Balrogs and shit?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Some bigger goblins too, or something. Yeah.
Hobgoblins, maybe some hobgoblins down there.
Hobgoblins, yeah. Perfect.
I want like demon goblins.
Demon goblins. I think hobgoblins with more shaman would be cool. Like that makes sense to me.
No, but you know what the map teaser made me think of? It made me think of what's that area from Dark Souls 1?
Blighttown.
Blighttown. Made me think of Blighttown.
That map, honestly, the first thing I thought of was rangers and traps. And just getting destroyed from above and not being able to ever get up there as like a barbarian or something like that. Like it just, I gotta be honest, that screenshot didn't really excite me all that much. I just dreaded what I saw.
If there's anything I learned from the one tower in the game, it's that it was filled with ranger traps 90% of the time.
Yes, exactly. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Katie's right. Maybe it is Goblin Inferno. Maybe there's some other map, planned.
What could it be otherwise? You think a trio map?
Yeah, potentially.
Know,
but you know what? The more I think about it, I think you could be right. Maybe it is the Inferno level for Goblin Caves. Because it does look like it's in a big, dark, cavernous place. Like, it makes sense.
You're going deeper. Getting
it was
wider.
snowy, I think.
Yeah, snow map.
Yeah. No, that picture was snowy.
Was it?
Yeah.
Let's pull it up. Hold on.
It was like snowy and icy and stuff.
I guess I haven't looked at it in a minute. It looked like there was a tower and like some kind of jump puzzle to the top.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it.
And I think there's like blue torches.
Yeah, a lot of blue light. Look, blue light's not a substitute for orange light, okay? That's why I don't like ruins. All this blue light everywhere messes with me. It's like when Crypts was blue.
You know, I didn't hate the blue Crypts, but it was foggy back then, so it was like super washed out, you know?
I like the fogginess. It
I
was a vibe.
Find the image.
It should be a rare spawn, like 1 in 100. You just Crypts is blue sometimes.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Anyone have a handy link to
I'm pretty sure it's in this chat. It's super far up.
The only thing is I capture this chat window for the podcast, so I don't want to.
I can try to look.
If you could just link it in your own chat. Like
I'll check. Yeah, I'll just check the Q&A. It's probably in there.
Okay, thank you. Dankeschön. Jay Griffia.
Yep, Donkey Shed. Got it.
Donkey Shorts?
Yes, German.
Donkey Shorts.
No, dude, I'm excited. I think, you know, even if it kind of sucks,
Here we go.
Yeah, okay. I'm excited for a new direction. I'm excited for a new map.
New direction.
Blighttown was cool. Blighttown was sick in Dark Souls 1, except the frame rate sucked on your PlayStation or your Xbox back in the day.
All right, here it is.
This
the only
snowy
downside.
and icy. It has to be. There's no way.
I think it does look a little icy and cold, for sure, because it's going deeper. But I don't know if this is a brand new map. I think this could be some Goblin Cave shit.
It does look Gobbo Cave-ish.
It does a little bit, right?
Looks like some goblin construction.
This tower thing, man. See this little walkway right here? My arrow's on?
Yep.
It's going to be like 30 traps. And like, there's going to be like 2 rangers up there just fucking hanging out, eating rations.
You understand, though, that
drinking
every map,
Madrinas.
I mean, even like all the other maps, even when they have like the big towers, typically speaking, you can go around it if you don't want to, you know?
Where do you go around here? There's like, maybe you jump to this box and then jump over?
I'm sure there's more to it. I'm sure there's like I'm sure this is just a room. You know,
shut up, Donnie. No, you're right. You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
Oh, wait.
What?
Are lizards in fantasy in cold places?
I don't think so. Normally warm.
Oh.
These are the troll caves.
Yeah, they're cold-blooded, so they want heat.
Dude, Sasquatch caves. That's what I want in Dark and Darker.
You know what? I think I'm leaning toward this will be the next level of Goblin Caves. I think that's what it is.
I think so too. They said something about a spider boss, so maybe we find a big spiffer mommy down there somewhere.
Spiffer mommy, I love that term.
No more spiders, please. I hate spiders.
That phrasing was
spiffer mommy.
Spiffer mommy.
That's hilarious. Oh dear, spiffer mommy.
Yeah, I don't know. I want some.
No artifacts, though. No, I don't want any artifacts in my Goblin Caves.
No,
because it's the quarantine zone. Crypts is the quarantine zone.
Okay, so you said that you wanted. Sorry, Donnie, go ahead. My bad.
I was gonna say, what's like the big bad that Goblin's gonna have? Because we have a troll right now. Like, what's even a bigger, badder one?
Oh, they're gonna add Cyclops, this new Goblin Cave boss.
Oh, that's confirmed.
They did.
Yeah,
they did talk
like
about. They did talk about Cyclops months and months and months ago. Yeah.
Like a month ago.
Yeah,
there's the map teaser.
Yeah, there's Goblin Brutes, the Goblin King, Hobgoblins, Goblin Shaman, regular goblins, kobolds. There's a lot they could do with it.
Balrog.
Balrog. We're all dead.
Beholder.
No one's.
Yeah.
I would love to see a beholder in the game. Just fucking.
A beholder.
It's the tentacled eye that floats.
It's the floating eyeball.
It can like turn you. It can like paralyze you or disintegrate you and all kinds of shit. Anti-magic field. They're pretty badass.
I think Beholder is copyright though.
It is. It is.
Yeah, so we could have some similar.
Wish.com Beholder. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Well, we won't see that. Maybe they'll make their own version. You know, switch it up a little bit, give it a different name.
Yeah.
Ogres also, by the way, could be a thing. Ogre mages. That's a thing.
I just want to have my Gandalf moment, dude. That's all I want. I want my Balrog. I want my Gandalf wizard on the bridge moment.
And then you rubber band into his attack and die. Yeah.
You shall not. Oh fuck! I'm done.
Exactly. Yeah, real and true. Okay, so the new map, what else would you love or like or enjoy in a content drop, Katie?
Just perk rebalance, man. Buff the perks that don't get used. I know they got the stats on them. I know they see these perks not being used. Just buff them. You know, like reactive shield for wizard. The wizards, I think wizards have been running the same 4 perks since like playtest 3.
Yeah, I mean, there was like the rare folks like Apollo that went like, you know, Rondell, Crystal Ball, Ignite, all the defense perks and Arcane Shield or whatever the active ability is. But he was very rare. Yeah.
Slowly nerfed one by one, all those things. Reactive shield,
which sucks.
Arcane, you know.
No one ever used that shit anyway. Why nerf it?
You know,
I'm pretty sure Ignite was very common.
I know, but the full-on melee wizard build that Apollo used to run a lot, like not a lot of people ran that. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but it seemed like it.
Yeah, he dodged nerfs for a long time.
Yeah.
And then got it all at once.
Yeah, that sucked for him. But now everyone just runs 10 spell.
Yeah.
As they should, like a proper wizard.
Okay, lizard. Speaking of wizard, what about lizard people? That skin probably coming in the content drop, right?
What do you think the stat changes are?
I think it's going to be probably +1 willpower. So like they'll take less damage from poison and shit like that. A little bit of magic res, whatnot.
Okay.
And then,
I want lizard swamps, dude. I want that to be the next Goblin Cave map for solos.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be +1 will, -1 knowledge is my guess.
What?
For lizard people.
Feels bad.
-1 knowledge, +1 will.
Knowledge gnome race.
I'm just guessing. I have no idea that's even true. I just think maybe that's the case.
Can't wait for the dwarf skin. +1 resourcefulness.
You're not doing that.
For what?
All the miners. The dwarf skin, you know.
Oh God! Please, no odd job in the game.
Miners.
No odd job, please.
The miners.
I don't know. Do you think like gnomes and dwarves and halflings would be good?
Hell no.
I just want to take a moment.
They should put it in though.
Jay, there's a guy in your chat asking for a cat girl skin, dude. We gotta talk
what's
about
wrong
this.
with I agree.
No.
Tabaxi? Cat people? Let's get a Tabaxi.
I don't know if I want furries in my game, dude.
Cats, yes.
Tabaxi, a cat person?
I mean, hey, we're getting druid, okay? We're getting in the sex update's coming. You fuck the bear soon. It's, you know, it's all coming together. Baldur's Gate 3 has put an impression on everybody.
Yeah, so many people are into bear fucking.
2 minutes now.
I did fuck my bear.
Yeah.
So much bear fucking. Very progressive. I love it.
Yeah, I guess like Khajiit Tabaxi type would be all right.
Yeah, exactly.
They gotta talk like a Khajiit from Elder Scrolls. They have that weird.
That'd be sick.
Arakoa, bird people.
Yeah, I want to be able to fly as my racial.
You won't be able to fly. Come on. Maybe it'd be like.
Why not?
Arakoa. No, that'd be ridiculous. Maybe like if you go into bird form as a druid, but even that's a little OP. But I could see like Arakoa being like +10 move speed minus a little bit of armor or something like that. Arakoa, little feathered humanoid. Be a little weird.
Where are they gonna put the anime waifu? What's the stat change on that, Soma?
I don't know. You tell
intimacy.
me. Oh my God! Yeah, you get +10 in intimacy with all of the merchants right off the bat.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure all but the fortune teller are male merchants. Have you guys noticed that?
Yeah.
Yes,
it's just
I have.
it's just like a bunch of like old ugly dudes. Yeah.
Damn, Jonah's modeled after one.
Except for Jonah. Jonah's the hot one for
Talking
sure.
about the goblin merchant like that.
He's the hot one. He's the hot one for sure.
I like my merchants being filthy, grimy dudes. You know, they're equipping me to go into the dungeon. I like that. I like that because it makes the world feel dark and grimy.
Yeah.
I'd rather the merchants be like, you know, the female elf, female bard, so it can kind of mimic real life.
Jay wants it where. Oh God.
They want a Korean dev in this Korean game. I understand.
Yeah, Jay wants it where it's like this big titty girl, like that's on the emblem, and then when he clicks it, it like jiggles. It's like boom. It's like welcome to my shop. That's what he wants.
Terrible.
Jay didn't say no. No, he didn't shut that down at all.
It's not what I wanted, but
Jake
I didn't
giggled.
know I needed it.
Jake giggled and agreed. Come on. I mean,
Yeah,
I think that sounds
me,
fine
though?
too. Yeah.
What does it say about me though that I want like the grizzly old ugly man? You know, maybe that's worse for me. You know, maybe I gotta
Why
ask
is that
myself
worse?
those questions.
Different strokes for
Okay,
different folks, bro.
Don't self-hate. Everyone has their preferences. We don't judge you.
We're not gonna yuck your yum, as you would say, Donnie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Give me my balding older men in my video game, please.
Okay.
I like.
It's
my fantasy.
Balding, huh?
Yeah. Well, poor bastards. Any other wishes for the content drop in a couple weeks, Katie, or was that about it?
You know, I think that does it for me. I'm pretty simple. I just like to see some of these unused perks, maybe a little goblin down the floors. I mean, we're getting quests and such. I don't know what's gonna go on with Arena. That's a question mark. We'll see how that goes. And they talked about a ranked mode too, right? I don't know.
Yeah, Arenas has to be like a ways out, right?
Well, we'll look at that screenshot you shared here in a second, but Victory Strike, do something about that for Fighter, please. Come on, make Victory Strike cool. That shit sucks, dude. All right,
Shield
let's
Bash.
see.
That might be
Shield Bash.
Is that the worst active perk in the game? Victory
No.
Strike. What is worse?
Oh, 20% damage on like a 100 damage swing and halberd's a lot, dude.
Works on bows too.
That's
and
true.
crossbows.
That's a good point.
Okay, maybe I'm being a hater.
Maybe that's actually
awful,
a decent point.
but,
It's still bad,
whatever.
but I guess with a big, crazy two-hander, kind of makes sense.
I think hidden pockets got to be the worst perk.
It used to be
Yeah,
so good.
it should just
Such
be
a
a part
shame.
of the rogue kit, right? Right? Or is that too OP? Is that too OP?
I don't think that's
I
awful.
think it should be combined with a different perk. You know,
like pickpocket.
like lockpick and pickpocket should be the same thing.
Oh, here's my thing. I think lockpick should get removed from the game
like
on the
thief.
rogue perk.
You think so?
Get that shit out. Yeah.
I don't think
I think
bards should be able to fucking play a song to open anything either.
I
don't think
current
so.
state, you know, I mean, if you're running that, you're trolling. So
Yeah.
Fair.
I
Okay.
don't mind it. Make lockpicks like super valuable. I don't think that's a problem.
And trust me, whenever I play bard, I always bring in that chest opening shit and door opening shit. It's fun to use, but it's pretty strong. I use it. I like it, but it sucks.
I don't do it. I don't know what to drop for. It feels like I need every little bit to even, you know, stay alive in the cave. So I just don't know what do you taking?
I forego loot songs, and this is when I'm just chasing people and keeping people buffed, and I'm not trying to
in the trios,
score
right,
points. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
But if I'm gonna solo bard or go runes, you have to have alacrity and shit, right? Like you're just gimping yourself without it.
yeah.
Hey, how
Okay.
strongly do you feel about taking lockpicking away? I feel like it's like a core part of the rogue kit, though.
Yeah,
You
fuck
know?
that, dude. That's why 90% of high rollers solo rogues that don't speak
Just
any
lockpick and
English
everything.
and just
Really good
go for
point,
all the
actually.
chests.
Yeah.
At least it'll hit that a bit.
What do you think? Okay, let's say we take lockpicking out then. Do you think lockpicks as an item should be as rare as they still are?
Sure, why not? Make lock chests like pretty fucking pog. I don't see that being a problem.
Okay.
That's just me. Though.
That'd be fun. Yeah. Get excited when you find a lockpick. That'd be cool.
Yeah, why not?
They
It's nice
should
to have like
sell
valuable
lockpicks.
items like that.
They should
Like,
sell
what's another
lockpicks,
valuable?
right?
Maybe not.
No.
Well,
They'd
obviously,
have
if
to
we
be
got
like
rid,
really expensive or something.
Yeah, they'd be pricey for sure, but I think they should.
I think obviously if we got rid of the rogue lockpicking, we get rid of the bard lockpick song, right? And we can.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But I
They
mean,
could.
I think
yeah.
you're talking about the solo rogue epidemic in HR.
Yes.
If you're
That's
trying
like
to
the
curb
only
that,
reason.
then-
Yeah. I don't see how else they fix it.
But if you, I was gonna
Excuse me.
say, what if you can't go rogue solo in HR? But that's just not. It's not a good idea.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
You can't
anti-fun.
You
Yeah,
can't restrict the player freedom, so that's why just getting rid of
lockpick. Yeah.
lockpick I think solves it a lot. And yes, I know people will go to bard, but would you rather chase a rogue or a bard?
Fuck chasing
Well,
rogues.
it's a very
Katie
simple
talked
question to
about
me.
movement speed with sprint and whatnot on her
I think
bard.
that loot song is busted, man. I'm telling you,
I
that
don't
thing is
know.
crazy.
Yeah.
Chasing.
MS?
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Wendy's, bro.
That's amazing.
You can do it through doors. You haven't, not even a line of sight like Wizard. You haven't got a skill shot. You know, you just and you do it with a 3 movement speed loot in your hand while you're zooming full speed away. It's crazy.
It's pretty fucking strong. That's crazy. Okay, so we have a screenshot here that Jay linked in our Darkest Hour podcast Discord chat. Let's whip this bad boy up. Okay. I don't know when this is from. Jay, when did these messages come through? Do you know?
That was like a couple days ago or something.
Oh, okay, so super recent.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty new.
All right. Flea market provided by Trading Guild. It coexists with existing trading posts and contributes to reducing trading fatigue, but will require more in cost. Huh.
Sorry, I had auction house stuff.
Flea market, the first message.
Flea market, yeah. I think it's good, dude. I think they should have both, though. They need to keep both trade and auction house.
Yeah.
I think it'll only be temporary. Because I think once they put the auction house up, they might say it's more fees or something, but the reality is that trade chat's gonna die, and there's gonna be no reason to keep it except for the RMTers.
I agree with
You're
that.
Not wrong. You're not wrong, actually.
And I still wish that at character creation, and some people love me or hate me for this, whatever, at character creation, a no trade path or a yes, I want to eventually be able to trade path. Solo self-found or not. I really wish that was a thing. I would never, ever, ever make a character that used Trading Guild or Flea Market again. I would only do solo self-found if I had the option. But that being said, I do think an auction house flea market thing is a good idea.
Nobody said no. Hold on. Sorry. I'm talking to myself. Give me a second. I'll find something on that.
It's okay. We've all been there.
I agree with you.
So let me ask this: are these?
Thank you.
Sorry, what'd you say?
These updates they want to do? Oh, sorry.
I agree with you completely. I would also play SSF.
Yeah, it would be way more fun. Sorry, Donnie. What'd you say, sir?
No, you're fine. Are these updates they want to do after the next patch, or are these just like ideas they have? And if so, is it 1 to 6? Is it like sooner or later? You know what I mean? Like I want a little bit more context on these messages.
Yeah, same. I don't think we actually know yet.
It's like the tentative internal roadmap or something they said. So I think STF said something about it. We could probably search by his name in the Discord and find the original comment.
I wish they mentioned solo mode. What do you guys think a solo mode is?
Solo mode. Maybe that's what they mean by solo self-found.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, there's solo queue in Goblin Caves, obviously. You can solo queue in ruins or crypts.
Yeah, because it's already solo queue, so like I don't know what a solo mode is. It has to be either SSF or PvE mode, right? Like those are the only things. I
can't imagine it'd be a PvE mode by yourself, but
pretty sure it's probably never to that already.
Exactly. I think it's a lost in translation solo self-found mode.
Yeah.
Which fuck yeah, that excites me. What about this? My room, tentative name, my room. My own space where I can accumulate loot obtained from dungeons. So, the hideout in Tarkov.
Tarkov hideout, baby.
Thoughts?
Better bring some duct tape, purple bolts, 2 packs of grilled cheese.
Graphics cards, mine some Bitcoin down there. Yeah.
I love it. I think it's great. Good move.
Okay, so just to preface that, it's I mean, it's obvious. They're like, that's just some ideas we're spitballing, but it can always change.
Yeah.
Just to preface that list there.
I think it's fun if they keep it fun, but my issue with Tarkov is that the hideout is an integral part of progression. And it's like if you don't want to engage in the hideout, you are severely slowing down your progression throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear they wanted that to be a part of the game, a big part of the game, which is fine.
Yeah.
I think if this is just like a trophy room and like a stash you can walk around in, that's kind of cool. I can't really hate on that.
Yeah, but do you guys want that or content? I hope that's really on the back burner.
Oh, I feel like that would come way later.
Yeah.
That'll come way later.
So.
Yeah, I'm with you on it. I mean, maybe like a tied in with quests or something. I definitely don't think it would be. It couldn't be considered content.
Yeah.
Arena. I know what posters are going to be on Jay's wall. Just all female bard. Just all over his room.
Poor Jay. Look at Jay's face. Look at Jay's face. Arena. It is the same as the arena we know. What arena do we
What
know?
arena do we know?
Yeah,
though?
exactly. What arena do we know?
Are you not entertained?
World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like the first thing I think of, right? Like 2s, 3s.
No, it just doesn't make any sense.
It is the same as we know.
If World of Warcraft style arenas drop for Dark and Darker, how much longer your stream's going to get per day?
I'd be doing subathons daily pretty much without actually doing
Yeah, but okay, but you have to obviously dungeon grind and go into the crypts and shit and run bosses to get the loot to go into arena. You're not gonna be able to farm an arena. And if you die in arena, sure. You still gotta go get your gear for the arena, right? Maybe. Sure. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. If you die in the arena, do you lose your loot? That's the question.
There should be an option for that.
I think that's a hard one. I don't really know how they could. They could have like a hardcore queue and then like a fun queue, you know, I guess. I don't really know what they do though.
I feel like arena, that's like the true high roller. Like if you go in, you have to grind out a kit that you want with your squad. You go in, if you fucking die in there, you lose that shit. That's like the true high roller to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
I guess a no.
You know, do you guys ever play Rust or anything like that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Very rarely.
Really, the UKN servers used to be so mandatory for learning recoil. It was like you couldn't really play the game without doing your mandatory time on like the recoil servers. I just hope it doesn't become like that, where it's like, no, you don't want to play the core game. Go play arena for like 200 hours so you can get used to the combat, then play the core game. I wouldn't want that.
Yeah. Well, I'd like it maybe if you couldn't unlock arena until you're level 20.
Yeah, I can see something like that. Sure.
That'd be nice.
I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna affect the skill ceiling, right? Like it's gonna raise it if people can just practice, like if they could
100%.
just spawn in with their biz gear, they could just practice that for free. Like
yeah, maybe they'll have it like
the
level.
Problem with Tarkov. Sorry,
no, go.
It's just that it makes 2 games in one. You know, it's like
yeah.
you're pulling people away from like the core game. Right?
True.
I think that's why Tarkov waited forever. Tarkov waited until their game started to die to put
that's
that
about to come out, which I'm excited for.
Yeah. Comes out in like a month or something.
What is it? Sorry?
Tarkov Arena.
Tarkov Arena. Oh.
Yeah, so Tarkov's gonna have they're gonna have loadouts. They're like set specific loadouts that you can pick from rather than using your gear to like completely keep the game separate or whatever.
That actually, I would go back to Tarkov for that. That actually sounds kind of cool.
It's essentially like CSGO Tarkov, which would be fun.
Kind of, but there's no economy. But yeah.
Well, yeah, there's no economy, but like the basic idea is like 5v5. You have 1 life, and then rounds per team, and then whoever has the most rounds at the end wins.
Yeah.
Honestly, that sounds cool.
Wow. Yeah,
it was fun. I played it.
Oh, you actually tried it?
Yeah, I tried it at TwitchCon. I played with 1Peg, Noise Guy, Wingman Marine, or whatever that guy's name is.
Oh,
how much,
shit. Okay.
How much hands-on did you get with it?
I played 1 round, and it was like, or 1 game, which was like 8 or 9 rounds. It was fun, but it was just like, it's probably gonna get boring in the same month that it comes out. Not gonna lie.
Was Nikita there just drinking vodka, hanging out?
Nikita was there.
Play my Tarkov Battle Royale. Hello. Pleasure to have you at booth, Mr. Griffia. Did he sound like that?
I didn't meet him, so
okay.
I'm not sure.
Fair enough. Okay.
You stare at him from a distance.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I don't care about meeting Nikita, to be honest. I shake his hand like, how'd you kill one of the best games to ever be created, Nikita?
Whoa.
How'd you kill it, man?
Dude, hold up. The Streets expansion's coming out, all right? Just,
sure.
Did they ever complete that map?
No.
Fuck no.
Streets expansion coming with 50% less lag and rubber banding. Isn't that exciting?
My ass.
Yeah, we'll get to Tarkov 2049 or whatever the hell next year.
Are you a Tarkov gamer, Katie? Do you ever have
I play about 1,000 hours of Tarkov.
Wow. Okay.
Not a lot, but an okay amount. Enough to understand.
I've had this opinion for about the last year. I played Tarkov, I think like 2019, 2018. I forget exactly when it came out, but it was like right before COVID hit. I played it like the year before COVID. I've played since then. Played like every-ish wipe. I skipped this wipe just because nothing new came out. But I've had the opinion for the longest time. I'm like, I had my fun. This game is a fucking train wreck. If you guys just want to throw this away, and go make a sequel, I'm okay. I got my money's worth. Like, I'm happy. You guys made me happy for a little bit. Let's just go make a new game. Like, because we're not making this work. We're not fixing this. And
they made a lot of money. I mean,
they did.
A lot of people jumped on that Edge of Darkness and spent what, 100? How much was it? 100 bucks? 150?
150. Oh yeah.
Fuck.
My bank account felt it. I was like, fuck.
I did it too. Well. I did it too.
I've never met someone who bought EOD and then like didn't think it was worth it though.
I thought it was worth it
immediately after.
I played for like 300-400 hours with Edge of Darkness.
Yeah, you are either in love with that video game because let's be real, Dark and Darker is a similar-ish vibe as far as how you feel when you want to like win a sweaty fight. But there's nothing that feels as good as winning a sweaty Tarkov fight and just slurping up their loot, dude.
Yeah, the difference between Tarkov and Dad is you're like 200 BPM, and after the fight you're like, oh fuck. Dark and Darker, you might be beating
you will enter. I have Discords of friends that still play Tarkov. You'll enter that Discord, all 5 of them. They're running a 5-man. All of them are streaming their thing. And if you even enter, like, who's that? Be quiet. Comes. I hear him. And then they'll sit there for 10 minutes in complete fucking silence. Like, okay.
Yeah. Oh, so there's some noobs.
Meanwhile, the guy's above them, looking through the floor with his ESP, staring at them down there, hiding in the corner.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
brutal.
Do you guys feel like cheaters have been bad recently? No. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people complaining about them, but I've never seen them.
You like strictly hackers?
Yeah.
I don't see them ever, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Not the direct cheaters like Range or anything. That hasn't happened to me in a long time.
Same. I haven't seen a cheater since like Playtest 5. That was the last time I saw
a cheater past like the first month of early access.
Yeah. The cheater I ran into had extra super long range with their melee attacks. That was it. They were like swiping at us from like 15 feet away, killing us.
Right.
Jesus.
Yeah. Sorry about my like coughing. My throat's fucked up. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
How fucking dare you?
Sorry. It's like dry and shit. Okay. So back to this little list real quick. Training. This is related to character growth. I've ranted about training before. You guys know my thoughts on this. I think it's kind of whack. I really hope they change the concept of it very, very badly. It's like my big wish. My one desire is please make it so that we can customize our characters in interesting ways and not just get to the current levels of perks and skills that we're already used to. That's so lame. Quests. The initial system will be simple, but will continue to evolve. I think that's a no-brainer. I think we all get that. Adventurer rank. Unlike the leaderboards tested so far, we will provide a ranking system where you can receive your skill level in the same form as the tier system seen in other games. What?
ELO, MMR.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
BR. Or
interesting.
Shooter.
SBMM. I don't know about that one.
That's an L for me, I think. You're just going to see a lot of people tanking their rank, throwing games, making smurfs.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't regret buying my second account at all.
Yeah.
Quick, she's got a loot. Get her. You're just going to get smacked up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think with looter games like this, MMR is not good. I think what makes these games fun is whatever happens, right? The chance of like whoever you run into, it can be like a super sweaty team or it can just be a funny encounter. I think whenever you start having like, I think people are in games like this where you lose things when you die. This isn't everybody because the streamer guys like you guys would fucking love this. Like audiences would go bananas when you kill other high roller teams at a super high elo. But the regular players, they get like antsy. They're like, I don't want to play if I know I'm gonna lose and it's gonna be hard. So they want to go beat up on Smurfs. They want to go beat up on noobs and stuff. So
or avoid Smurfs, you mean? Hopefully.
Yeah, avoid Smurfs. Yeah, they want to go beat up on the people where they know they'll win. I think that's like a psychological thing that happens whenever you have games where if you die, you lose your stuff. There's a large part of the player base that's like, well, I just want to like get the guaranteed W. Like I don't want to lose my things.
Sure. I do think it's probably for high roller. Like leaderboards specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I hope you're right. Yeah.
Hope so.
Okay, so this conversation's been great. I didn't even realize that we're closing in on 90 minutes. Time flies when we're having fun. Let's switch over to Q&A for at least a little bit and hear from Katie's chat, Jay's chat, and my chat. I have all three up. Please drop your concerns, your questions, Your gripes, complaints, compliments, anything. What do you guys got?
MMR Elo, I quit instantly.
Dramatic.
Thanks, noob from us.
I think they could test it.
Game on your panion.
You could test it, but I don't know what the point is. I feel like if you just look at Tarkov doesn't need that shit. One of the best games.
It doesn't.
All right, here's a good question from your chat, Jay. Slicksk. Thoughts on a monk class and how they would implement it. Dude, that's the class that scares me the most. Super mobile. Fucking wall running, catching arrows and shit. Punching people to death. How are you going to get away from a monk? I'm scared of those things.
Little leg sweep.
Knockback kick. Knock people back into traps and shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be an anime character in my dungeon with me. Just beating the shit out of me.
Do you think wall running would be a thing? Do you think that's like too ridiculous? What do you guys think? Because that kind of makes sense.
Wall running?
Like,
I hope they add wall running.
Some like Titanfall style wall running with your fists.
Like Mirror's Edge? Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Grinding on the...
Interesting if they made a monk class with like super maneuverability, but you were just an extreme glass cannon. Like, if you even got touched, you just died. Like,
well, the thing is, though, they have unarmored defense, and they dodge and shit.
Well, okay, this isn't D&D. This isn't Dungeons & Dragons.
I mean...
I know it's inspired by Dungeons & Dragons, okay?
That's right.
But it's a video game, and
okay.
You know, I think it could be fun. I think you could do it right. We'll see.
Is it going to be the other class with double jump?
Yeah, it's got triple jump, dude.
It's kind of like wall climb and stuff. Are you kidding me? They're going to run on the walls. They can climb the walls. Yeah,
power slides? Oh my god.
That'd be so sick.
Power sliding under axe traps and shit.
I have a very important question I saw in chat off the bat. At Jay Griffia, what do you want in a Catgirl skin?
Big, huge, massive ears.
Jiggly ears. Just ear jiggle physics, please.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
I hope that the Catgirl skin has like plus stealth though.
Yeah.
Actually, less
plus stealth.
She can hide from all the white knights.
Footstep audio.
You already had it right. Plus intimacy with the merchants right off the bat. You just get cheaper prices, dude. That's it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I think that's
great. Do y'all
great.
think Monk is going to come out and it's going to just... You think they can do a good Monk?
I'm nervous about it. I think it's going to be strong as fuck. Yeah. I'm worried about it. I mean, monks in D&D can break fucking fights easily with stunning strike and shit like that.
Yeah. So do monks have like a wind wall thing like Yasuo from League where they like block the projectiles and stuff?
They can catch an arrow and throw it back.
They do anything against magic or what?
I don't think so. Not really. No.
Look at after double jump, wall climb, and wall jump are next, but double jump was too powerful, so they put it on hold.
Oh, STF. Hi. After the double jump,
no.
Wall jump. Wall climb and wall jump. Okay.
Come on, give us some Titanfall 2 action.
Yeah, where's the Titanfall wall running?
Speed, running on the walls, dude. Backflip off, you know?
STF. Power slides, yay or nay? Sliding under shit.
Dolphin dives. Black Ops.
The wizard must receive fly. Can you imagine a fucking flying wizard with fireballs?
Yes.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm trying to fly, baby.
Oh no.
Let me hit them 360 top rope flying through the air fireballs, please.
Imagine Jay floating over Broken Bridge just fucking slaughtering everyone. This is not going to be good.
If Rangers can put 50 traps on that broken bridge, I should be able to fly over it. I don't see a problem. It's called balance.
Oh,
beautiful.
Shit. I mean, fly is an amazing spell. I mean, it's a classic spell for wizards.
Wait, what is it? You actually just fly around? Or...
You cast it on yourself, you can fucking fly. Yeah.
I just want to say STF has been in chat for maybe 30 seconds flat, and there's already
leave him alone.
Please,
yeah, leave him alone.
STF, buff my clash. Yeah. Please give Ranger more arrows.
Leave STF alone. Leave him alone.
Yeah, I don't know if I could see them adding actually flying. I always figured it'd be like slow fall though.
Well, that's Featherfall.
Like weird.
That's Featherfall. So that's like a reaction spell in D&D.
Yeah,
which I think could be cool.
Wizard.
That could be a
Let's
perk,
do it,
right?
dude.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see some more questions for us, not SDF, you crazies. Okay. Yes. Let's see here. Let me look at anything in your chat, Katie.
You want to add actual flying? Craps is here too, by the way. No big deal.
Oh, is he? Are they a dev?
Oh, what's up, Terrence?
He's only the CEO or something.
We really.
Oh, that's Terrence's account. Craps.
Yeah. I think so.
Don't tell people.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Big T?
Shit.
We really want to add actual flying.
I blew it. Anyways, I was just memeing, bro.
Okay.
Just a joke.
Here's the question:
Just
could
kidding.
a wizard cast fly on a barbarian?
That buff ball's
Is it
is
it a self buff? Is it a self buff?
Please.
Or I mean, you can in D&D, you can cast on other people for sure.
No.
I'm serious.
You guys want to see a flying barbarian? I want to see Katie with a lute just flying around smacking the crap out of people.
Oh my god. Oh no. Imagine,
are you sick?
Imagine a flying ranger just floating up, just pelting people with arrows from above. Oh.
This guy really loves barbarians.
Oh no. The game is going to get so crazy.
Yeah, AC 130 above. Yeah. 100%.
Wait for the 500 HP bear form.
Give him grenade arrows. He can just shoot at people.
You guys seen where they like in Baldur's Gate 3 they like jump as an owl bear like really far and it does like 100,000 damage? That's gonna be the state of this game.
Oh no. I mean, druids with fly on them, you know, bear form druid or something like that. What if you could go into rat form? Imagine just flying around as a little rat. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. I do hope there's like a rat stealth form. That'd be sick.
That'd be so cool.
Oh, okay.
So fun.
You said,
huge opportunity.
It'd be cool if they made like little tunnels too, like that interconnected the rooms.
Yeah, like little rat-specific doors for them to go through.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Oh god, little cracks. I love
it. Number of class changes. What do you say? Something like don't know if you'll like it or not, but a lot of changes. That'd be cool.
Well, this hotfix will include a number of class changes. I don't know if you'll like it or not, but anyway, I expect a lot of changes. That sounds great to me. I think we want to see class changes.
I'm good for mixing up everything. Why not?
Yeah, I think it's a good thing.
It sounds exciting, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to realize, like, most of the people on this podcast, most of the guests on this podcast, and a lot of the viewers, we fucking love this game. We no life the shit out of it. I mean, Jay has fucking thousands of hours. Katie, you probably do at this point. I have well over 1,000 hours. I think we're probably pretty excited about potential changes at this point, right? We've like ground this game, and yeah, Donnie's waiting for the mobile version. Let's be real here.
I've played about half an hour, right?
Yeah. Less AC. Oh, here's a little tip: less AC 130 and more F16 after the hotfix.
Okay, as an Air Force dude.
What's more scary? Okay. Oh yeah, you gotta break that one down.
Okay, so AC 130, they call it the God Hand. And essentially, this plane, the AC-130U Spectre, just flies in a circle. You ever play like Call of Duty? You ever play that map where you're just in a plane and you're shooting like 105 shells down at little...
I know about AC-130, but like, what's more... F-16 is like also pretty scary, is it not?
It is scary for sure, but...
Or air-to-air.
The AC-130 is overall... They call it the God Hand. You know what they call the F-16? The lawn dart, because it has one engine and it crashes into the ground a lot.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you
that's a big
nerds,
difference.
We will definitely be targeting the buff ball, but I think we'll have to wait and see if it will be effective enough.
That's fun.
Huh.
Yeah, I like that. I don't like buff ball. It's a little boring.
It sounds exciting. Yeah, no, I'm hyped for every patch. You know, like I think you're right. I mean, I love the game. I can't wait.
Yeah. I've never said anything bad about the video game. Me personally. These other guys. IBMs are open. All right.
We want to get, Terrence says we want to get some semblance of balance before we start adding big content and start breaking things again.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Totally.
You don't have like baseline, right?
Yeah.
I used to think it was like a waste of time, but it does make sense to have a baseline, or else things get really out of whack much faster when they start cranking more stuff. So.
Exactly. Has SDF ever done a podcast or like interviews or anything? Do you guys know? It's always Terrence kind of like with the guide on, right?
Yeah. SDF has done the like text Q&As.
Okay, that's right. SDF, we got to get you on, brother. Got to get you on.
Or craps.
Yeah. Both. Come on, duo up. Ruins. Let's go.
Buff ball our podcast. Come on.
All right, let's get some more questions. Let's get some more questions before we end it here. We've been going for 94 minutes. Let's see. Noslam, thoughts on getting a few stat points to spend per level to give more customization to classes? Okay, so this is the like training talent tree thing that I have nailed into the dirt, and now that Terrence and SDF are here, the original system that they've talked about is that you can level up your perks to where they currently are. So like the perks that we have, this is how I interpret it. The perks and skills we have right now are at their strongest point, and we're testing out the strongest versions of each. But eventually, later on, you train to get your perks from lower levels to where they currently are. I personally would like to see customization and ways to flesh out certain builds you like within fighter or wizard or barbarian, whatever. If you want to specialize in two-hand weapons as a fighter, that's what the talent trees are for, right? You can buff up that kind of stuff. I think that'd be a way more fun system, but I'm no dev.
Which I've said a million times. Just copy WoW.
I mean, I don't outright copy WoW, but I mean, kind of.
Well, you get the idea.
Take a peek at their homework.
The idea is, yeah. You can go all sorts of different paths with the talents and stuff. But yeah, I've said that a million times.
STF says he's down to play some sessions with you, Jay. Go hard, carry him.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
There you go. Go carry him.
I'm down anytime.
See here. What do we got? Let's get some more
They're taking a lot of peeks at WoW.
Perfect.
Sweet. That's awesome. Cool.
It's just, in my opinion, there's so many options and they're all somewhat viable. Granted, there's meta and shit, but yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite parts of WoW was the talent trees. It was just super fun.
It's the option to do kind of like whatever you want and have it not. And some of it's just shit and some of it's really good, and that's perfectly fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not super mega confusing.
Right.
Nope, very straightforward.
I don't want to path the exile skill tree, please.
Yeah, I don't think they would do that. They would never do that.
Yeah.
But I think if you want to commit to a certain branch in the talent tree, the ability or potential of unlocking a new perk or a new ability because you committed to something in the talent tree, that sounds so fucking cool. That sounds so fun to me.
There you go.
That'd be awesome. Katie is alive. Katie is here. We're just sorry. We're all like fangirling over here because STF and Terrence are in the chat.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Let's get some questions. Some actual questions.
I think that one's interesting. Do you think it'd be interesting to see momentum scaled into fizz damage, like full sprint jumping or falling, scaling your damage and stuff?
Maybe on a minor level to test it out. Because right now, as like a longsword guy, I feel like to get a leg up in a fight, I have to run forward and jump attack. Because I get that extra little speed boost, you know, with melee attacks when you jump.
I guess it'd be a natural damage increase at that point.
I mean, it could be cool, but I feel like it could be. I don't know. I'd have to see it in motion.
What do you think, Katie?
So you're talking about like momentum on swing?
Momentum, right? Like adding into your damage. Like if you're at if you're standing still and you swung, I guess you would do less damage.
We want the barbarian to do more damage when he's max movement speed.
Yeah, he's a barb man.
What we're getting at.
Yeah.
Figured that one out quick.
It could be interesting. I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah.
At least playing around with it, testing it, just to see what it's like, could be fine, right?
Impact power. Sure. As long as it doesn't devolve to like a spinning meta, you know what I mean? Like you start up the Warmaul swing and then hit the fucking DPI button, swing that bitch 30 times or something.
Did they ever fix that?
You can't hit twice on one target. That's just not a thing. I've tested it like 5 times. And
no, but there was a guy, right?
Yeah,
there you had some.
Yeah. Would you say that? Though.
Didn't he have a clip of him like swinging the Warmaul and like one-shotting people?
Oh, Stonar. Yeah, so Stonar would swing. He would swing the Warmaul and spin his mouse and do a whirlwind attack and hit someone twice with one swing of the Warmaul, which is fucking hilarious. That's insane.
That's something else.
That's crazy.
They want to push multi-classing.
Really?
Yeah, with the talent trees. So I guess that would kind of void out what you were saying, I would imagine, because that doesn't make sense.
Multi-classing is insane.
Holy.
Holy
We're preparing
shit.
a hot fix. We will try to drop it within 12 hours. It's such a fun stream, and I personally really enjoy Katie's broadcasts. Thank you. Good luck.
Yeah. Awesome.
There you go.
God.
Thanks for stopping by.
He's
That's
watching,
cool.
Katie.
Thank you. Oh no.
Yeah,
I watch too many broadcasts. I watch too many. Moderation is key.
Intense focus going. I'm a big fan.
Hey, shout out to chat for being super positive. Yeah.
Whenever I watch Katie's stream, I hear some wild shit come out of your mouth, and it's so fucking funny. It cracks me up, and I'm just now imagining the devs watching.
Oh God, I am too.
Oh, that's so funny. That's
I'm
amazing.
not sweating.
Hey, you're just nervous, or you're just nonchalantly unlisting your VODs. I see you, Katie.
Unlisting VODs, unlisting VODs.
He's region locking Korea out of watching them.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, let's get like 2 more questions and then call it. 2 more questions. What do we got? We'll try to get back on a more efficient manner soon. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Just let me know. Let Jay know, whoever, on Discord, and we'll figure it out.
Yes.
This
please.
is episode 38. We have a big episode coming in a couple of weeks. Obviously, we're going to do another roundtable discussion with 3 other people for episode 40. Like, I don't know, the week of the 13th. Maybe sometime after that, if you guys want. Maybe episode 50. Who knows? 45. We'll figure it out. Okay, let's get a couple final questions. Thanatos says, thoughts on Druid as a second healer class? I think it's kind of needed, right? I think there needs to be more than just the cleric pumping out heals and support.
Yes.
I don't know.
Tranquility. Okay, we go all back to tranquility. Those pre-nerfs, before things get changed. I think Tranquility could use a little buff, personally.
Yeah, I think, wouldn't it be cool if, definitely not the Clarity Song, but Tranquility, if you play it and you're all moving around, it operates as if you're sitting down for rest. Like 1 HP every 2 seconds is what sitting down for recovery HP is. But if you're actually sitting, maybe it ticks 3 or something like that, right?
Sure.
I think that would make sense.
Wasn't the issue that people were like ticking through the storm? I forget why they nerfed it.
It was incredibly powerful.
It was strong.
I mean, you would be fighting a bard, and you do a little damage, and then he would turn the corner, hit 3 notes, and he had a blue pot going. That was it. He's healing that damage. Yep. It was crazy.
What kind of do you think Druid should have Shillelagh, so you can just have like a stick and just do a bunch of damage, like
smack you with my
smite
stick.
style? It'd be kind of cool.
I want an old man as the Druid skin. That's what I want.
Oh yeah,
polymorph style.
Ooh, polymorph
Turn
could be
people
cool.
into sheeps.
Is that not a mage thing?
Oh, is
I
it?
think it'd be chicken.
I don't know. I play WoW.
Is that a wizard thing? I have no
but
clue.
still.
I think it'd be chicken. They got a lot of chickens in the pregame lobbies. They already got it right there. Let the Druid
works for
turn
me.
people into chicken.
Yeah,
I like it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Shillelagh
so
is
big
basically
titty
like
druid.
smite. Yeah.
Okay.
Big titty Druid. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
I think the Druid is gonna look, unkempt,
Think-
bushy beard,
think-
like dead leaves in his hair and shit. It'll be great.
Ginger.
Just glad
Sure.
The gloves are gone after that guy in chat.
Two gingers.
What about Ginger? What'd she say?
I always think of I think of druids. I think of ginger.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they're with the they're one with the people of the
I
nature
want-
and shit.
You guys ever seen Futurama? I want the Death
Yeah.
by Snoo Snoo ladies as my Druid. I want like some just muscly Tarzan woman. Just out straight
How
out
does
the
that make
jungle.
sense for Druid? Those are like
I don't know,
Amazon warriors.
She's like a wild woman. She's here to just mess people up in the dungeon. That's what I want. That's my fantasy, dude. Don't ruin it for me.
Okay. I don't want to yuck your yum. Yeah. You're hilarious. Okay, one final question. What do we got? One final question. Here we go. Schlippery TV. Thoughts on having mana as a resource instead of spell charges for caster classes. Mana pots in game instead of clarity. Blah, blah, blah. What do you think?
It's on you,
Thoughts?
Katie.
Both of you guys.
I
You guys are both wizards, right?
I like the casting charges. I like how it, I like the simplicity of it. I like that you can, if you can count to 5, then you can have a general idea of what they can throw at you next. I think mana is not really needed. Just seems redundant. You know, just be redundant development.
Yeah. I like the charges. I don't really care personally.
Yeah, I mean, I could go if they one day they were like, you know what, it's mana time. Like we're adding mana. I'd be like, okay, all right. We've done a lot of other shit. Fine, we would do mana now. Wouldn't bother me, but I don't think it's needed.
I think if you're gonna have charges though, you gotta have decent damage, which I think they do.
Yeah.
I mean, I tend to agree. I don't typically play spellcasters, so to me it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah.
Cantrips would be nice though.
I feel like sorcerers should have mana, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they approach sorcerer. Because they said wizard sort of turned out the way they envisioned sorcerer, which is interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, cantrips, like, why can't, you know, a wizard just shoot a firebolt that does like a little bit of damage, no damage over time, scales like 25% with magic damage or something like that. Nothing too crazy. I think that'd be cool. Why not? Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you ever play D&D, Katie?
No, I never got the chance, I guess. Every time I went to play D&D, you know, it would turn into something else. Like we'd do like, okay, let's do an offshoot actually. So I never got to play like true D&D.
What would you offshoot to?
Well, there was like superpowers or something one time.
Oh, okay.
Other games.
Like,
okay.
So you've done like role-playing games.
Yeah, you play with veterans, and they're like, we're going to play D&D. But then you get down to it, they're like, you know what would be more interesting than D&D? Because they've done a ton of it, right? But I haven't done any of it. So I've never tried it.
I'm about to get into a new D&D game. There's this guy, Wiko, in chat. He's an illustrator out in New York. And he speaks or at least translates Elvish. And he has like a PhD in Tolkien. This guy is like an omega nerd. He's been DMing for like close to 20 years. So he's going to run a game for me and some buddies. And I can't fucking wait. I'm so excited for that shit. It's going to be awesome. When your DM speaks Elvish, you know it's going to be a good time.
You picked up a professional. My God.
I just got lucky. He was just in chat and he's like, yeah, I play D&D. Let's talk. Super lucky.
It's okay.
You can laugh, Jay.
15,000 hours.
Oh,
experience.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Jay, you wish you had a.
Shut up, Jay.
I can't even role play by myself in a room, walking in a dungeon as a naked skeleton. I can't say anything. It's so annoying.
We still gonna have our RP day.
I'll say like half a sentence and then I run out of things to say. I'm like, fuck. It's so difficult. How do people do this?
No, you're good at it. Come on.
You're good at it. Bullshit. Thanks, dude.
I've seen the videos.
Don't patronize me, little shit.
I've seen the videos. You're a good parry. When you rallied all those other little parries, we are parry. Come on. Was that not some fucking killer roleplay? Come on.
It's good RP, bro.
Yeah, I tried.
Nice RP, bro.
I couldn't even spit out one sentence.
+1.
You rallied all the parries. Come on.
We roleplay with Shield Guy just tonight.
I counted down 3, 2, 1. Everybody queue. We're in Brazil. I'm serious.
Yo, you're gonna get banned. Relax,
Oh,
nice
you just admit to pre-teaming?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, I did. Ban me. Go ahead.
Literally messaging Grayson at this moment.
I'll load up the alt account.
No need to message Grayson. The CEO is watching. Bannerino'd. Wow.
Mr. T? Mr. T? I have a report.
Oh, shit. We'll scrub the VOD. We'll edit this out.
We sacrifice Jay. We could get brownie points with the devs.
That's fucked
Totally.
up.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. We could
Gotta
pivot.
get my intense focus back. I'll give you Jay. I'll give you anything you want.
All right, we have hit an hour and 48 minutes. I'm sure folks want to go play. I'm going to watch a movie with my lady. It's going to be fun. It's called Talk to Me. It's like some like weird seance horror film from Australia.
I heard that's really good.
Yeah, my buddy just told me about it. It seems like you could get possessed. Yeah, A24 film, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to watch it. I like A24. So that's what I'm going to go do. This was a fucking great episode, Katie. We would love to have you on again, or maybe for one of the roundtables someday if you're into that.
Anytime. Just send me a message.
Actually, Katie,
it was fun being here.
You can come any week because I think this is the first time we had both. I mean, has SDF ever come on the podcast? Like, come and chat during the podcast?
I think one other time.
Yeah, we had them both though. So you can come next week, week after.
Yeah, they love your stream. Yes.
Well, I don't know how to. They haven't seen a lot of it. I guess that's great.
Donnie, where can people find you on the internet?
Yes, I have a YouTube channel, and then also I have a Twitch stream that did Donnie on Twitch with 2 E's. So come check me out. I've been streaming Red Dead roleplay recently.
Love it.
If that's your thing, you want to see a grown man pretend to be a cowboy, tune in.
Why do you say it like that?
You wear a hat.
I mean, that's what's happening. I'm playing Barbie dress up with my cowboy and doing a silly little voice. Yeah. So,
Jesus.
I like that voice. I think it's great. Jay Griffia. Oh, what? You have more. You have
Jay
more to
Griffia,
say, Don?
Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, baby.
There
Follow
you
my
go.
Twitter, please.
There you go, Katie.
Please.
Where can people find you on the internet machine?
Well, it's at Katie Rue on Twitter. It's Katie on Twitch and Katie Rue on YouTube. That's mostly on Twitch. Mostly on Twitch. Katie on Twitch, primary.
And that's ROU, correct?
ROUU for the other platforms. Yes, Katie Rue. Correct.
Excellent.
But just Katie on Twitch.
Wonderful.
Which is kind of a flex.
I am, yeah, indeed. I am Soma on everything except YouTube, which is just @_Soma. That's where you can find this podcast. Jay occasionally uploads the podcast on his channel when he feels like it.
Sporadically. I think it's a Pleebor problem now, right?
He has full control of the channel.
Pleebor, what's
I
going on,
was told
dog?
not to, though. I was told not to by a really big YouTuber.
What do you mean? The podcast?
Like double.
Yeah.
Because it hurts the
apparently
views?
it'll nuke the algorithm or something. I'm not sure. He's
Fucking
like,
algorithms, dude. Fucking algorithms. Don't make a second channel.
Yeah, I don't think I should.
I don't know.
Well, it's your call, your channel. But Pleebor, what's going on, dude? Come on.
Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, the podcast will be up on YouTube tomorrow at 8 a.m. PT. Katie, you were a fucking great guest. This was fun as hell. I would love to have you on again. Your stream is great. Your longsword skills. I would love to see you versus Augie, a one-on-one.
Oh, God.
You versus Augie.
I could never compete with the master, all right? I am but a humble student.
I don't know. I watched you parry arrows and bolts like it was fucking nothing.
I want to see Loot versus Flute.
Yes, that would be amazing. We got to get Augie and you together on a future roundtable discussion. I want to see this one-on-one. It'd be sick.
That'd be fun.
It'd be great.
Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Of course. Folks, thank you so much for hanging out, as usual. This was a great one. Next week, we have on, let's see here, no one. It's just going to be the three of us. We're going to do a full chat Q&A, and we're just going to hang out and talk. We haven't done one of those in a long time. I think we're about due in. And then after that, we'll do a roundtable. And that roundtable will consist of Ryan 6 days a week, repos, and shit, Katie, you can join if you want. Fuck it.
I'm always down. You just let me know. You hit me up and chilling.
Actually, wait. I think someone said they were going to join. I think Apollo. Maybe we could just have 4 people on.
No pressure
like
either way. I am easy.
Okay.
Well, let's get if he's watching. We'll check in the day before. We'll see if he's tuned in, and then we'll kind of figure out if we'd let Katie come. That's what we'll do.
Merry Christmas, Donnie. Merry Christmas, buddy. Okay. Have a great night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you next week for episode 39. Peace out.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.